I love every configuration of this game. I think they're each different and they're each, you know, well worth playing. All right, we've got a game of Immortality 211. No Rise of Ix. Random leader select Starjam as Beast, Lisbonico as Helena, Demo Squid as Memnon, and me, Bludgeon, here as Leto. Player 1. Okay, what am I up to here? What am I up to here? I think we're gonna do this. Bene Gesserit's sister. I mean, that Bene Gesserit's sister did so much work for you, that game, Consoles. All right. Tough call. Wow. Everyone going in here. Is Memnon going to deploy? Undoes that move. Goes to secure contract. Okay, not deploying yet. I'd like to activate the ring, but what I really would like to do is sell Melange. And so that's what I'm going to do. And, you know, if I get any of this Solari, that sets me up for Swordmaster next round. If I don't, then maybe I can get to Wealth, or Wealth would be the only one. If I can get to Wealth next round, that would do it also. I wouldn't really count on that happening, but it's going to depend, I guess, on Demo Squid here on Memnon. Beast and Helena fighting it out for first. Hey, Taxes Inc. Immortality is your favorite expansion? It's a good one for sure. I have my quibbles with it. There's stuff I love about it, stuff I don't love about it, but yeah, I really do like the pure Immortality format. I think better than the Ix and Immortality format. And honestly, I think I like the Ix format better than the Ix and Immortality format. I think probably my least favorite of all of the formats is Rise of Ix and Immortality together. Okay, this is great news. I get the Dissecting Kit. I also get a Face Dancer Initiate. Do I take the Assassination Mission to go with the Dissecting Kit? You know what? I am going to take it this time. There's also a chance I could trash the assassination mission with a research here. Scout, Spice Smugglers, Guild Bankers, Opulence, Guild Administrator, now in the row. Impersonator, Subject down here. Bankers gets picked up by Helena. Chris Knife appears in the row. Everyone still has atomics. Memnon reveals for 5. Does he decide to blow it all to hell? And he does. What does he find? Well, he finds a Dissecting Kit, so that's pretty good news for him. And a Shifting Allegiances as well. Wow. Nice roll of the Nuclear Bomb. Consoles, have I played Uprising Bloodlines? I have. just very recently. I think I've played 2 or 3 games of Uprising with Bloodlines. I played Uprising by itself probably like 6 times, and Uprising with Bloodlines maybe 3 times, and I really liked it. Yeah, I mean, I played Bloodlines with original Dune Imperium a few times when it first came out, just to see what that was like. It definitely fits better with Uprising, which was clear from the start, but you can definitely feel it. It fits in really well. I think it's a really good expansion in that way. It doesn't... I mean, I've only played it a couple of times, so early thoughts, but early thoughts are, I think it's probably the best expansion, because Ix, like, I hate the shipping track. Immortality, I hate atomics. So far, there's nothing in Bloodlines that I encountered that I hate, which is good. And then the leaders in Bloodlines are super interesting. Okay, got a Swordmaster immediately, because Beast is sitting on a bunch of Solari. Taxes Inc., you'd say Uprising feels incomplete without Bloodlines. I can understand that. I haven't played Uprising enough by itself to really have my own opinion on that. Just because my friends wanted to throw in Bloodlines. Like, my preference is always play the base game a ton before adding expansions, so I would have rather gotten a lot more experience with Uprising first, so that I could appreciate the changes that Bloodlines creates, and also just to explore it as a game on its own. But that didn't really happen, so I mean, I was enjoying Uprising by itself. The Worms thing, like I said, I mean, I didn't play it enough. I played probably like at most 10 games of Uprising by itself. But I don't know, I was enjoying I was still in the exploration phase, you know what I mean? Okay, what do I want to do here? I think it's fold space. And then we'll see if it's reconnaissance or if it's seek allies to secrets. It's probably seek allies to secrets. Yeah, the command mechanic Taxes Inc. I like that. And the contracts, I think, is like one of the most interesting things in Uprising. I like the way it creates variety every game. You know, it changes where people are going to want to go in an interesting way. Do I want to keep the Seek Allies here? I don't think I need to anymore. So I think I'm just going to go to Secret. I mean, if I go to Arakeen, I could get second, though. So never mind. I didn't really want to draw that, but it's okay. I couldn't really resist a water and a spice for a single troop here. Taxes, you don't like the spies? Okay, fair enough. I do enjoy spies, but so far, you know what I mean? So far is a key part. Like, for me, it takes a long time to develop, you know, strong feelings, I guess, about, I don't know, maybe that's not true. I think I hated the shipping track pretty much from the start. So maybe that's not true. But Atomics took me a bit longer to start to hate. I was pretty ambivalent, but the more I've played it, the less I've liked it. All right, what do we got here? I'm not sure that I should be taking anything. I do like Shadout Mapes. She's a decent card, but with the dissecting kit, I'm not sure that it's worth adding. I think I'm going to pass on everything here. Yeah, it's interesting. Consuls and Taxes Inc., you kind of have like opposite feelings on the spies for kind of the same reason. So Consuls, you like it because it allows infiltration, and Taxes, you don't like it because it allows infiltration. Both of those are very fair. You know, there is something nice about the simplicity of if a space is blocked, it's blocked. You know, outside of very rare effects like an intrigue card or, you know, Helena's leader ability. Bepsta, is it worth getting Uprising if you already own Dune, Ix, and Immortality? If you love Dune Imperium, like if you love Dune and Ix and Immortality, and also if you have the people to play it with enough, then yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's a different game. And I think it's very good. Let's get rid of this assassination mission. But it really depends, Bepsta. Like, it's about, you know, how often are you going to get to play these games? And how much have you already played original Dune Imperium with the expansions, you know? Yeah, the feels bad moments, Consuls, I mean, it's just a matter of preference, right? Like, that's a fair perspective for sure. But on the other hand, like, I like feels bad as part of the fun for me. But I don't mind spies. What do I want to do here? High Council could be fun. But I think I want to play the experimentation. Romanese Mentat? I might. I wanted to get that experimentation played, and then we'll see where it goes from there. I might pick up High Council, I might Mentat, I might rally troops. Yeah, taxes, that's part of the decision making. I mean, yeah, it's like some people love atomics because they feel like it's like Romanese. I think you said it's necessary with all the cards, and that's fair that you feel that way. I disagree. I don't think it's necessary. I like it better without, you know. People say, "Oh, what if you get a row of like cheap cards no one wants to buy?" I like that. I like that some games that happens and you just got to adapt to that. In the same way, kind of that, you know, I don't mind if there's feels bad moments where the space you really need is blocked. Like, that's part of the fun also. Yeah, I think I will Mentat here. Okay. Jorge, yeah, the conflict combat icons, is that what they're called in Uprising? That is a fun thing too. All right, well, it's going to be the ring, and I think it's probably Carthag for an intrigue here, although rally troops is actually kind of interesting. Maybe it's rally troops. And then I could rapid mobilization even to take this conflict, potentially. It's kind of funny. The Uprising Imperium deck is less swingy taxes. I don't have enough experience to say, but it seems like, I mean, there's a couple of crazy cards in there, but like Guild Spy seems pretty wild, but there's no like Web of Power equivalent. This seems like a good time to do it. I don't think I have, I guess I have a couple of graft cards. Let's take a chance on this. Yeah, top of deck, actually. I can graft it immediately. If I want. I guess it's not the best there, but... Because actually I want to be revealing the dissecting kit. Oh well. I shouldn't have put that on top of the deck. But, I mean, it is still a card draw if I play that somewhere. This basically turns me into Ilban. Okay, so that's good. I needed some better cards to play because the Dissecting Kid is going to be revealed. But yeah, I like the Imperium cards in Uprising a lot. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff in there. I like a lot of the different sort of like faction mechanics, you know, the guild stuff where like there's you're discarding cards, and then if you discard a guild card, get some bonus. I think that's pretty cool. The cards that interact with spies and interact with contracts, like it's a lot of fun. I've been, you know, wanting to play it as much as possible. But, you know, that's the problem with trying to get a game together in real life. It is a challenge. People have schedules. I could play it on Tabletop Simulator, but I don't want to get too far ahead of my friend group. I want to play these 3 cards. I might rally troops again. Yeah, Bepsta. So Bloodlines, I have a video on the channel that's specifically about Bloodlines with the original game. So if you want to hear my thoughts on like how well that works, then check that out if you haven't seen that. The coolest thing about it is all the new leaders. I think that's the most interesting thing. But yeah, it's another fun way to mix up the game for sure. Do I have any way of making that work? I mean, I do have a couple of graft cards. Don't have any Bene Gesserit, so this is not something I'm super thrilled about. This is probably better. I mean, I don't have the Emperor influence yet, but I could work on it. But I'm going to be at 4 persuasion unless I go to Hall of Oratory. I do still have atomics. Selective breeding. Does that help me right now? I could trash, I guess, reconnaissance out of hand. Doesn't feel great at the moment. Let's get ourselves an intrigue card. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, I'm going to take Emperor here. See what we can get here. Solari is good for me because there's still a High Council to potentially get. There's still rallied troops I could potentially get. And, you know, I might even end up going down here for the double scarabs. It's scientific breakthrough. Yeah, we got scientific breakthrough and from the tanks down here in the Tleilaxu row. Here is the Imperium row and the Tleilaxu row. Helena plays the Guild Bankers to fold space. Probably I should do this. Yeah, I'd like to just get a water on me here. Get Siege Tower unlocked. And we'll see what happens. I might play the refocus. Oh man, what have we here? 2 spiritual fervors Peter DeVries, Reverend Mother assassination mission. Okay, Reverend Mother Mohaim gets picked up. Corrupt smuggler. Not thrilling. I mean, I think I'll take a spiritual fervor if I can. Helena's about to take one. I mean, that actually, I think, gets me here. Because I'm going to reveal for a scarab on this. And then research for another one here. Gets me that spice, which is really nice. That is, that's really good. Love to win that race for spice. I'm gonna pass on that stuff. And looks like we're tying here. 1 troop each in this conflict. So Hel and I are each gonna get 4 Solari. Don't mind that. Siege of Carthage. Troops are fairly exhausted. It's one of the interesting things of no shipping, is the garrisons are a little more hard done by. I think I want to use these guys here while I can. Where's the research going to go? It's going to go here. And I'll trash the reconnaissance. I could have trashed the spiritual fervor also. Like, it's not really a card I need in my deck, but maybe that extra specimen ends up mattering. If I rally troops, then Hardy Warriors could win me this conflict. Okay, but Beast hits Hardy Warriors. I mean, still, I could go to, like, Carthage or something, though. Beast still has an agent. Could have his ring. I think I just have to let Beast have this one. He has an intrigue card as well. I mean, 3 troops on Carthage. It could work, but I'll just save the troops for now. Windfall, refocus. I'm definitely going to be looking for this. Don't have a High Council C yet. We'll see if I end up getting one. Score is very even right now, 4-4-4-5. Hey, Captain Toad. Yeah, you didn't know it was Dune time. Your watch needs to be updated. To be fair to your watch, Dune time is very unpredictable right now. It's showing up at unexpected times. I mean, it's still predictable. The regular Sunday Dune time is still there. But also we've got extra Dune times popping up. Who knows when. Okay, and Beast did actually have his ring to Carthag, so I'm glad I didn't try to make that happen. I've got a dead reveal. So that's a little sad. I'm not going to take from the tanks. Hey, Carlo Tasca. Hello from Italy. Or hello to Italy. You were saying hello from Italy. I'm saying hello to Italy. Spice must flow for Beast, so he's going to take the lead here. Helena sneaks into High Council, so I'm the only one without High Council at the moment. How do I feel this game? I feel good this game. It's been a nice game. Had a decent start in terms of getting early Swordmaster and a dissecting kit. No like big cards. So the rest of the game is, I'm not sure how it's going to go. I've got a couple points to pick up with the factions. I'm not really anywhere in terms of getting an alliance. We'll see if that can happen. Don't have any Spice Must Flows. I should be able to get this point. Helena grabs for humanity. I still have my atomics, by the way. Scientific Breakthrough also goes to Helena. Carino Genes, not something I need at this point. Oh, Beast is going to get the Gruesome Sacrifice plus still win the conflict. That's pretty smooth. He's almost to the end of the Tleilaxu track now. Captain Toad, my schedule is just wild these days. So I'm you never know when I'm going to be up and at 'em. What is up here? Memnon's got a bunch of spice he can get. Could be time for selective breeding. That research gets me there, gets me another intrigue card as well. Not many places for me to play this, though. That's kind of the problem. Wolf Apostle, hello. You think Uprising is superior than the original? Fair enough. Everyone is entitled to their opinions. I certainly haven't played Uprising enough to have my own opinion on that. All I know is I've been really enjoying it. I think I risk not having a place to play that. It's not like I have to do it immediately. I think it's more important that I get selective breathing here. Do I trash a dagger out of hand? I think I do. Draw one first here. Consoles, you miss dreadnoughts. That's interesting. That's I don't think I would ever miss them myself. But I mean, that's the beauty of stuff like this, right? Different things appeal to different people. I personally find dreadnoughts pretty dull. Well, I've got a lot of specimens on reveal. I don't think I want any of these cards, though. I mean, at some point, I guess I might be turning them into troops. Dan, Bloodlines is not available digitally. No, and it won't be for a while. I imagine they're going to put out Uprising before they put out Bloodlines, and I don't think Uprising is coming for a while. Tax, think you like dreadnoughts more than worms? Fair? Huh. Do I potentially move up here? I don't know. I think Memnon's going to hit Hayliner next round, probably. It'd be nice to get an alliance. I could just go for secrets. Another water wouldn't hurt either. Mentat honestly wouldn't be the worst. Although I have stuff I'm happy to play. So I think I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, now it's looking like High Council and Spice Must Flow. When am I getting that final research, though? I guess I have time. Dan, you started rereading the first book. Nice. And you watched the movies. Don't know if I'll ever watch the movies, but I've read the books many times. I'll reread them again in some number of years. Roman Ace, what's my expectations when they'll drop something new? At this point, I don't know, but soon-ish. I mean, I'm not sure if you've seen the video I put out like a month or two ago, I guess at this point, about what's next for Dune Imperium. There's been no news whatsoever since that video. Okay, you've seen it. Yeah, there's been no news since that video came out. And at that time, it seemed like it was like imminent, right? Based on what they had said. So it still could be like any time. I don't know. I mean, based on what they've said, the next thing is going to be something new, a new expansion which, based on the fact that Uprising is called a standalone expansion, it could be a new standalone game. I believe that it will be a new standalone game based on Dune Messiah / Dune Part 3. Presumably, they'll want that game to release physically sometime around when the movie is released. The movie is scheduled to be released next December. But they've said that they want to release it digitally first and give people a chance to play test it before they send it to the printers. So how long does it take to print a game and send it to shops and do pre-orders? Like a few months, I would think. And how much time do they want people to have to play it digitally? I would think, you know, at least a month or two if the point is to like give people a chance to test it out and tweak things. So I would think, given that time frame, that it would come out digitally like 4 to 6 months before the movie comes out. So counting backwards from December, November, October, September, August, July, June, like, I don't know, sometime springish? I mean, originally they thought it was going to be out in 2025, so who knows? Okay, so I don't need the reveal on the dissecting kit anymore, so I could actually graft. Here's a couple of different ways I could graft things. Could graft these guys together. Discard pile's looking pretty sad. I'm gonna get rid of this dagger. This gets me another intrigue, but I've got plenty I can burn if I have to. Wolf Apostle, how did I like the books? I mean, I love the books. They're like my favorite books of all time. I read the first Dune book when I was probably 13 or so. My dad got it for me for Christmas. It's something he liked when it came out. And then I read the whole series over, the space of a couple of years. And I've reread them. I've reread the whole series. And by the whole series, I mean the Frank Herbert books. So the 6 Frank Herbert books I've read probably 3 or 4 times in my life. I like giving it like many, many years so that with the next time I read it, it's vague again. I remember like key points, but the details are new again. Roman Ace, I'm good because when I research, I'm going to go here and get 2 scarabs there, which jumps me to the end. My plan is these 2 to wealth. If only I could get a Spice Must Flow. I guess actually there's a pretty good chance. With this refocus, I've got a 2 out of 3 chance of Spice Must Flow and ending the game. I don't need to go there unless I want troops from the specimens. I guess that is true. Considering I have a million scarabs, I could have just taken one here and then... Yeah, that's true. That's true. Also, it looks like I'm probably revealing this still. I think at a certain point I thought I was playing this. Anyway. Lots of Solari. It may not matter. But you're right, that was not anything I needed to do. Okay. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Yes! Alright, well, I am not going to Mentat because I could mess myself up there. I guess I might as well go to Hall of Oratory though. Doesn't do anything, but it doesn't do anything. Let's just do this. There is a Reverend Mother out there somewhere, I think. So, I haven't been paying attention to it, but let's just do that. Let's have a giant garrison. We'll scare them. I mean, I already used rapid mobilization this game. But we've got the garrison troops tiebreaker. I think I possibly... I don't know. I'm just thinking... Not that it would really help me in any way, but if I'd gone to Mentat and drawn Spice Must Flow, theoretically I could have played my experimentation to Haga Basin and drawn the convincing argument and been okay. But, I mean, what does that accomplish? 0. Luckily, Memnon is nowhere near my Bene Gesserit alliance, so I think that's safe. Beast gets to the end of the track, gets to 9 points, does not have a Spice Must Flow. End games, I don't think, are a concern with Beast. No plans within plans. No corner of the market. Corner of the market could have one. Okay, wait a minute. If Beast wins this, does he have a demand respect? No. Are they going to tie? Allied Armada. Memnon seals the deal. It takes the Emperor Alliance away from Helena, because why not? Gets up to 9. Could Memnon have any endgame points? I think he did have one, actually. But only one. What did he have? Economic positioning. Man, I wish the end game was as dramatic as it deserves to be instead of such a wet fart of like not knowing where people's end games points comes from. Anyway, great game there. We're gonna give ourselves a cheer. We're gonna take the victory song. And that was a fun one. Yeah, really nice to play a game of Immortality. I really like that mode a lot more than Ix Immortality. Maybe it's just because, you know, I'm oversaturated with Ix Immortality from Ranked. It's quite possible. But yeah, thanks for playing Demo Squid, Star Jam, and Liz Bonico. Well played to everybody. That was a fun one. Thanks everybody so much for tuning in. Of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon if you haven't done that. Get into the Discord if you haven't done that. More unscheduled streams perhaps coming this week. And of course, we'll be here on Sunday for the regularly scheduled Dune time at 9 a.m. Eastern. And if you would like to get extra content exclusively and help support the channel, you could be like Dan39 and become a member of the channel by clicking the join button just down here. That'll give you access to stream VODs, which is good value this week. Lots of streams to catch up on if you haven't been there, as well as the weekly exclusive Members Monday video, which of course comes out every Monday. So thanks very much, everybody. I'll see you again real soon. Take care.